Actually, I've learned from the industry's best person. Till today, I consider him as my mentor,
Yeah.
and he is like legend in this industry. His mindset, his process. I can see so many people are applying for randomly to any job. When you are applying at the wrong place or wrong position, you are actually killing an opportunity for someone else. In UAE, we have a business bank account, business banking system, or the business banking branch are separate than the usual.
Personal banking. Yeah.
So when you want to open a bank account, you cannot just randomly walk into any bank and ask them to help you.
We spoke about that, the $1 million offer. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. Like
Yeah.
at what point did that come, and how did you said you declined it? What's that story? He declined an offer of $1 million, and that was the best decision of his life. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of the Be Your Own Boss podcast. And our guest this week is Pritesh Mehta, the founder of Sarsan Corporate Services. And Sarsan Corporate Services is the company that specializes in company registration, taxation, cross-country taxations, crypto trading licensing, and a variety of corporate services that are required for running a business and starting and running a business here in the UAE. And Pritesh is a very good friend of mine. So, Pritesh, welcome to the Be Your Own Boss podcast. Thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for inviting me.
On the Be Your Own Boss podcast, we start with your background, your story right from the beginning. So, like, tell us about your parents, your siblings, your where were you born, your childhood memories.
Sure. So basically, I'm from Mumbai, India.
Hmm.
I have one younger brother and parents. I'm basically from outskirt of Mumbai, Thana.
Okay.
From there, I did my schooling, and then I moved towards proper city in Mumbai and Andheri for my college. And as soon as the college was over, did a dream like let's explore outside. I was working over there for a couple of months, and then I thought like let's explore outside.
Uh-huh.
So I came over here. I had my cousin who was staying in Al Quoz area
Okay.
specifically. So when I landed over here, I saw that oh yeah, it's Dubai. It's a city of dream. Of course, Mumbai is a city of dream, but
Yeah.
Dubai is much bigger than that.
Yeah.
So when I landed, I saw like metro. We are traveling towards that. I saw Burj Khalifa. Then I landed to Al Quoz.
Hmm.
Like really, it's Dubai. All
So
are
different,
like
right? Yeah.
so all this what do you call labor areas and everything.
Hmm.
Then I took it as a challenge. Like this is a start. You will learn something. You will learn from anywhere and everywhere. So
Hmm.
then from there, I shifted to Barjuman after a couple of months once I got a job. Then Barjuman, I stay with around 35-40 people in 3 BHK room.
Okay.
So it was like sharing concept, what usually works.
Yeah.
Low salary, budgeted
Yeah.
allowances, limited allowances, and then
And you
that's
stay
how it started.
near the metro station, so you can travel.
Correct.
Travel by metro.
Yep. Fixed meal plan, travel by metro, save some money, and gradually it'll grow.
Yeah.
Then eventually, and one company didn't work out very well. They had to liquidate and all those issues. Eventually, I landed. I was into actually finance background from the beginning.
Mhm.
I got a job in accounts as well. And then at one point, one of the big real estate company, I had an interview with them. There was only two questions. One, how long you're working over here in Dubai, and second was, do you really think that it is working out for you? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, how? Can you explain? It was like, you can see you are facing challenges over here, so you should go back.
Go back, as in go back.
Go back to India.
Huh.
So that was a comment from the hiring manager.
Hmm.
I was like, I think it's just a hiccup. It's just a challenge, another challenge which I have to come across. And after that interview, within a week, I got a interview from one of the finest business setup company. From that time till now, from there I got an opportunity in the one day, and I've joined that company. And from there till now, I'm in the same industry.
Wow.
It's been almost 10 years now.
Wow. This is like a quick summary of your entire journey. Let's go back, and I want to talk about थाने फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं भी थाने से हूँ
Correct.
हम लोग एक ही जगह से हैं और थाने में आई मीन आफ्टर योर स्टडीज स्कूल के बाद में व्हाट वाज योर थिंग लाइक वेयर डिड यू गो फॉर कॉलेज और व्हिच व्हाट स्टडीज डिड यू डू
I've completed my graduation in commerce only. So I
कॉमर्स
was
ओके
into finance from the beginning,
ओके
and I used to do IT diploma, software engineering,
Okay.
and all just for my hobby.
तो जब when you were a kid okay growing up in Mumbai in Thane
Yeah.
at that time did you think that one day you'll become an entrepreneur वो aspiration था क्या क्या बनना चाह रहे थे बचपन में
Actually, even my dad used to run a business, and looking at him, I can see like, okay, this is in a family. It's in that what ना खून में होता है.
खून में था हाँ हाँ
Bus. I used to see him every time, like running his own company. He was a one-man show, so he used to operate it very well. And I took over one of the company for a couple of months to see that what I can do. I've tried small businesses over there. Then I was like, let's at least do some job as well along with this one. So at least you will have a corporate idea, corporate culture, how it is going to be. Because to have an experience on a different level, you have to be in someone else's shoe. So to understand, to learn something, what you cannot learn where you are.
yeah
So I've joined in the company with Wipro, actually, the third party company with the Wipro.
okay
And then, as I told you, my cousin was over here. So it was like, there's an opportunity. Dubai is big. Why don't you come and see? Try your luck.
so you came to Dubai for to look for a job
Yeah.
अच्छा okay
Without any job, just like,
you
let's
just
go,
हाँ
try it.
okay because your cousin was here so he said
Yeah.
come and try here so how does like I mean this was about 10 years ago right?
2013.
2013 okay now for those who are watching this जो especially जो इंडिया में है या दूसरे कंट्रीज में है पाकिस्तान में है बांग्लादेश में है
Correct.
जो चाहते हैं कि they want to come to Dubai and find a job here okay what's that process like can we people come on visit visa tourist visa
Correct.
क्या process है officially कैसे होता है
You say that looking for a job, like everyone has a dream to land in a good job.
yeah
But the more often people make one mistake, that they sacrifice their career. They do something which they are not comfortable to start with. Probably, let's say, for me, when I had a background of IT as well as finance, I didn't got an opportunity in IT, so I switched to finance. I sacrificed my career at that level. But
yeah.
now when I see like down the line, 10 years, 12 years afterwards, I don't regret it. But एक time तो आ जाता है that you feel like, was it right decision to leave that career and pursue something else?
yeah
So for those people who want to come over here, or they are traveling over here and they are on visit visa and they are working for the companies and all, first thing first, give a company maximum 1 week time, understand the company as well, and you all company will also understand your work process, your thought process, how you work.
yeah
But usually यहाँ पे people do not give the visas, the employment visas very often. They try to extend as much as possible. This is the very big thing which we are aware of it. Everyone is aware of it. But just for the desperation of job, when you are taking that opportunity, it will end up somewhere else. Sometimes you will lose the job. Sometimes they will just keep asking you to extend your visit visas. They will ask you to
But
work.
is that even legal?
No, it is not. It is not legal. So basically, ideal process is to as soon as you accept the offer letter from the company, they should process your visa, and officially then you are allowed to work.
Okay, let's go one step back. Coming on a visit visa or a tourist visa and looking for a job, is that legal? Or
No.
is there another way?
No, it is not actually legal way.
Okay.
So basically, tourist and visit is just like, clearly it's a word.
Yeah.
You are either visiting someone over here, your relatives, your friends, your family, and tourist as when you are just traveling over here for the touristing purpose. But people do take that opportunity to apply for a job and everything.
Yeah.
Of course, when you are over here, even people, company to have a liberty to at least meet you personally, one on one, to see how presentable you are, or
Yeah.
how well communicated you are. So it will be one on one discussion will be much more easier for company to hire someone. But when it comes to the visa process and all, it is quite challenging.
Is there a because I've heard of the job seeker visa,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure like how exactly it works. So for those who are watching this, okay, let's clarify that what's the official legal process of coming to Dubai and searching for a job? What's the way? I mean, back then when you came,
Yeah.
this I don't
It
think
was
this
not
was
there.
not there. So you could come on a tourist visa or a visit visa and look for a job.
Correct.
But now that's not the case anymore, right? That's
Correct. So even the recent guidelines, what I read, maybe I'm wrong, but so far what I understood, it is actually for those who came out from who recently actually graduated, and they have graduation certificate not less than 6 months old. They can apply for the job seeker visa, and then they can apply for the job, and they can find a job. Then they have to change from job seeker visa to employment visa.
Got it. Got it. When we look at this from the company's perspective, right, it kind of makes sense that the companies don't want to invest in giving visa to the new employee because they don't know whether this is going to work out or not, right,
Correct.
with that employee. And there's a lot of expenses involved.
Correct.
So that's why they kind of test it out. They say extend your visa, be on a trial
Correct.
for this one. But what does the rule say about that? Like when you're offering, I mean, once somebody joins your company, can they work without a visa?
See, I'll be very honest, based on my personal experience as well, when I got my first job over here, not even exactly job, it was a trial period, and they asked me to join for like 2 days to see how it will going to work out. I was like, fine, no problem, I'll do it. Then they extended it for another week. I was like, okay, no problem, let me continue it because I needed a job. Then they've asked to extend another 2 weeks. And the basic point was like, this entire period is unpaid.
Oh, okay.
So once they will finalize that I am selected, then only they will start their offer letter process, and from that day I'll get paid. So traveling, food, everything was on me from the money what I've saved, and when I came over here.
Yeah.
So rest everything is basically my expense.
Oh.
But to understand certain structure of the company, that they are genuinely going to do it or not, you don't need more than 1 week to understand. And even for even I'm running the company, but even from a company's prospect as well, it is more than good enough 1 week maximum to understand if the employee is capable or not. You cannot expect a person to be 100% accurate when he's new into this field.
Yeah.
But eventually, if let's say he mentioned 5 things, and out of 5, 3 things are checking your requirement, that means 2, it's your responsibility to help that individual to grow. So it is company's responsibility. But in that case, company wants like in small package, they're expecting a lot of things from an individual.
Yeah.
Similar like CA, ACCA, 5,000, 7,000 dirham salary. Because of that, even the actual people who are eligible for that 5,000, 7,000 job salary, they are accepting at 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 dirhams. So it's like actually chain. If you notice, it's a chain. If you can make, let's say, 20,000 dirhams as a CA probably, and if you will accept a 10,000 dirham of a job, so the person who has experience of 8, 9, 10 years of experience in the finance industry, let's say, he needs to go down to 5, 6,000 to do that job, because a CA is willing to do it in 10K.
Yeah.
So why a company will invest 10K who is
Yeah.
not qualified, but someone who is qualified as a degree? Experience is a different story, but
Yeah.
still the degree certification matters.
Yeah.
So it's a huge difference. And when I'm also filtering out the CV, I can see so many people are applying for randomly to any job. Even if in the LinkedIn you can ask certain questions, they can accept actually. If, let's say you are working somewhere, yes or no. Even if you are working, but you are still selecting no, that means you are into qualifying list. Where you are, when someone is calling you from the HR department, you said no, I'm currently working. Then maybe you are taking that offer letter and to take a leverage for your current company as well. Fine. You're right. You are right. Sometimes you are not getting what you expect from the company. You are looking out for a job, but then you are actually killing an opportunity for someone else.
Yeah.
There is someone who genuinely need a job, maybe equivalent to you or maybe less than you, is a talented.
Hmm.
But when you are applying at the wrong place or wrong position, you are
Yeah.
actually missing out that. I mean, the other person is missing out that opportunity.
Yeah.
Because how many CVs you are going to filter?
Yeah.
15, 20, 100.
Yeah.
That's it. But even if you will apply for one position, you will get like 200, 300, 400 CVs.
Yeah. That's a kind of a sad reality of the job market,
Yep.
right? So in your case, when you came in 2013,
Yeah.
okay, so you got the job in this corporate services company.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So in 2016, 2015, and I can
Hmm.
say I've joined a company in the
Okay.
corporate services, and I've joined as an accountant.
Okay.
And from there, I've learned a lot of things. I've learned from the industry's best person. Till today, I consider him as my mentor. Over a period of time, we are not in communication, or we are not in touch recent
Hmm.
basis, but still I consider him as my mentor.
Yeah.
And he is like legend in this industry, his mindset, his process. And there was time we used to sit over a lunch, and he used to teach me like how these things works,
Hmm.
how the market works, how the processing works. And that was like golden opportunity for me to sit with someone who was like legendary experience, and learn from him directly without any kind of intermediation, or any kind of like management tier.
Hmm.
He was a director. I was just a normal general accountant, but
Yeah.
still I got a chance. He touched me like, this is what you have to do. This is what you can correct it. This is how you can improve it. So that was actually a golden opportunity, and from there everything changed.
We spoke about that the $1 million offer. Let's talk
Yeah.
about that. Like how
Yeah.
at what point did that come, and how did you said you declined it? What's that story?
So in 2023, actually 2020 to 23, I used to go into social gatherings where I met one guy,
Hmm.
very calm, very decent, no show off, nothing. Uh, Till and that time I was working with one company
Hmm.
in 2023, and it was my birthday party, so there was a gathering at my place,
Hmm.
and there was my ex-colleague who was to be my best friend from my same bed space time.
Hmm.
So we were just discussing the numbers, like how's the number working over there, like how many sales you can predict, what are the ratios, what is the future forecasting.
Hmm.
So I'm in the good with numbers, at least what I believe. So based on that, they used to ask like, this is what we are doing, what do you think? This is what I'm doing, what do you think? So we just used to discuss it.
Yeah.
And this guy overheard this conversation. He used to be my good friend for like almost 1.5 year before that, but I never knew who his an actual way. It was just
Hmm.
like social discussion, social gathering. I don't know about his background, his past, or anything.
Hmm.
It's just like when you are with someone, just discuss. Sometimes you discuss business, sometimes just in random thoughts, random processes. We just
Yeah.
used to discuss. And he was like, if you are really good at this one, then why don't you start your own? I was like, trust me, you are the fifth person in this party only. You are telling me the same thing.
Yeah.
I cannot do it because I still want to learn a lot of things, because this, even though after 10 years, I cannot say I've learned everything.
Hmm.
There are a lot of things which actually people are not aware of it.
Yeah. In the business of
In the
company
corporate
registration.
services, yes,
Okay.
a lot of things are there.
Yeah.
People just see not even one side. It's just they see just like tip of a iceberg.
Hmm.
There are a lot of things behind that as well that people are actually not aware of it, including the salesperson who are pitching something.
Hmm.
Then I was like, we'll just talk later on. Then after a week, he called me. Like, see, I told you about that day. My offer still stands. So like, what's your offer? So that I'll give you $1 million as an
Hmm.
investment. You operate everything.
Hmm.
Do whatever you want. Expand however you want. You can be my partner, but we'll put it in one umbrella, which we have. They're like, which umbrella? Like, what you have? They're like, this is a group of companies, Sarsan Group,
Hmm.
basically. So this is a group of company. So I was like, let's meet and catch up. So I went to his office
Hmm.
in Jebel Ali. Then I saw like this three store building. There are a lot of people are working over there, and I was like, "Who are you?" Like literally, I don't even know your surname properly. I know your first two names. I don't know your surname. He said that I don't prefer to disclose in front of everyone. I prefer to stay like in background. I don't put myself in limelight. Until now, even he never ever went on any kind of podcast or any kind of photo shooting or even for the company promotion. Nothing.
Okay.
He is just like to sit back, operate everything. That's it. Then I was like, okay. Then he told me that this is the Sarsan Group, which is established in 1982.
Okay.
From there, and they have around 17, 18 entities, which is up and working. They are into contracting, they are into real estate, they are into hotel as well, restaurants. Uh, they are into oil field. A lot of other industries are there, infotech. Now, based on this, the discussion what I had with corporate services and all, and we ran the numbers and everything, and it was like, this is better than what I used to hear about the corporate services. Like, yeah, actually, this is not just like 1 month model. This is like a long-term model where you get benefits eventually. In real estate, today you close a deal, that's it. But in corporate services, today's clients, tomorrow's your what do you call it? Gold. Because when you make a client, we don't make a just client. We make a one business. And based on that, they are going to stay with you
It's a
forever.
long-term business
Yes.
relationship.
Yes.
Yeah. So you explained that to him, and
Yeah. Then he was like, "I'll offer you $1 million, and then you can start and operate." I was
okay.
like, "Sorry, I'm actually working with one company. If what we can do is let me introduce to the person the owner who is actually there. Let me introduce to him, and let's see if it works out. Then you can join us." And we can collaborate all together, and then we can rebrand or whatsoever. We can do that one. Then I spoke to my CEO, and we were in the communication. But then from this side, it was like there'll be like four owners. There is a possibility of miscommunication or who controls what and everything. And from this guy from the Sarsan group, there was one thing that if I had an opportunity to expand, however I can, then I don't want any kind of hiccups. And I was like in middle of that situation. Then I was like, then let's do one thing. Sorry, I cannot continue. Your offer is good. I really appreciate and trusting me, but I cannot do it because this is the guy who offered me a job when I left my previous job. So I
when you
want to.
needed a job, he had offered you a job, so that's why you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I left one job and I was just in the market. I didn't even start applying anywhere.
Yeah.
But as soon as he got to know, he approached me first and he was like, join me. And we used to work before as well together. So I was like, I know his mindset, I know his mentality. We used to work together. I can finish his sentence, that kind of rapport we had.
Yeah.
So he can just think in the mind or he can just draw in the paper like this is what we're supposed to do. And I used to process entire structure as it is. So we had that rapport. And based on that only, I was like, I know that I can work with this guy. I've worked in past as well. So I can work with him. So I don't want to leave him in that position where I was out in the market. I was without the job. So I don't want to leave him. And I told him that this guy that, sorry, I cannot leave him. If you want, this is the combo package or nothing for now.
Yeah.
Then apparently they've shifted their operations to UK. And over here they were minimizing, downsizing the team. And again, I was open in the market. Then I've called this guy in the evening
So
time.
this was the company that you were working for.
Yeah.
They shifted their base to the UK, and
UK, yes.
so you lost your job in
Correct.
that process.
Correct.
Okay.
So they have downsizing because
Yeah.
I used to do a sales and finance,
Okay.
like advising the clients for the cross country taxation issues, clients from UK or India from anywhere. So I used to advise them on this one, and then I used to sell the packages whatever it's relevant to them. But then they've shifted the entire operations to UK. So then I was like, my sales part is gone already. And the process was like automated. So my involvement was not that much. I knew it. Then I told him like, my involvement is not there. I need some more work. So at least, or more projects so we can work on it. But then he told me that now we have to downsize over here in UAE and we have to move it to UK. And unfortunately, I cannot go to UK. So I had no other choice but to leave. And the same day I called him, like, see, this is what happened. And now I'm available. So if you want, we can discuss it. Like, wait for 1 hour. I'll come to your home. He came within 1 hour to my place. We had a discussion for like an hour and so, because everything was already pre-planned. Everything was discussed before. It was just like a decision stage. We decided everything in 1.5 hours, and he was like, let's start. I'll put my money, your money, the expansion is there. This is the plan. And you start from when you want to start. I was like, okay, no problem. I'm just on my notice period. Let me finish it. Then we can start on this. Then I've started working on the websites and all the other developments and everything. By November, we've started this company.
Wow. And that's why it's called Sarsan Corporate Services,
Yeah.
because this is part of the
Sarsan Group.
Okay. So, but this is like he has put you in charge and you're running this whole thing is your.
Yes. He is there. But it is just like that's what he told me, that if you would have accepted the offer the first time, I would have trusted you, because I know you not from the business side, I know you from the personal side. The advices, what you give it to people, it's beneficial for them. It's always beneficial for them. And you never ask for like your advisory charges or service charges or anything. You always look out for other people. But when you rejected and then when you left your job and you came back, that gave me more trust towards you, that you are not running behind the money. You are actually someone who thinks about the people first, who always there to back them up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I never thought that way before even rejecting it or something like this. It was like purely what I felt, that
That was
cannot
your
leave.
natural reaction.
Yeah.
That okay, that I can't leave someone for $1 million because
Correct.
that person had helped me when I needed
Correct.
help.
Correct.
Wow.
So I couldn't actually,
Yeah.
because that person trusted me, and if I'll just look at like, okay, no, I don't want to work. I have $1 million offer, and I'll just go over there.
Yeah.
No, this is something I can't do.
Yeah. I think that's first of all, it's very rare. I mean, anybody would have just taken that $1 million and said, they would have started that. But then, so you preferred that, and then when he said, okay, I mean, when the whole deal started and you finished your notice period there, and how was it to set up your own company for the first time in Dubai? How was that experience?
So when I used to work in the companies, the business formation companies, we used to have a PRO who used to do all the work. So when you are sitting in the desk and just collecting the bills or communicating with the client, you don't know the ground level work, what they went through to opening a company or to process the visa or to even open a bank account, anything and everything. So you have a people to do that for you. So you never have an experience firsthand, you can say. I wanted to do to see that how it is going to feel like, what kind of challenges, problems, or you can say hurdles I'm going to face. So I've started doing it by my own, each steps as a PRO. So I want to experience that one. That okay, I've visited Amir Center and Tahsil Center and everywhere to process each document, each steps and everything. So then I know that okay, certain processes can be done within this time frame. So now I want to communicate with the client, I'll give 1-2 day extra just to make sure that client will not face any kind of challenge. Today, if I'll mention something like, oh, I'll finish something in 5 to 7 working days. If I'll finish it in 4 days or 5 days, we'll be happy.
Yeah.
But if I'll mention 5 days and it comes in a 6 day as well, you'll not be happy because there is a set expectation set by me during our conversation. So I've experienced everything from the company formation, processing my own visa, medical Emirates ID. Then I've applied for the bank because I want to see what kind of challenges it will be, why they will reject, if they will reject, what kind of additional document will be required, how easy to process it, what kind of questions there will be in the form, in the application. So I went through each and every process by my own, and then including hiring all the staff, hunting down the offices, Everything. So
Wow.
A to Z, I wanted to do it firsthand. So whenever I'm communicating with someone, I can tell with 100% confidence
Hmm.
that this is the process, this is what you can do, and this is how you can do it.
Hmm. In setting up companies, one of the challenges people face the most, you mentioned bank account, right?
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
bank account is one of those big challenges. I mean, um, you can start a company, but then
correct,
to have a company bank account, right?
correct.
Like a corporate account. Why do people face challenges? Why is it so difficult to open a?
Uh, to be very honest, actually, it's all depending upon your business activity,
Mhm.
source of fund, and the nationality as well sometimes. Because let's say you just inquire that you want to do some business activity. When someone will call you, you will say that, oh, I want to do a general trading.
Hmm.
General trading comes under the high risk activity where you can sell from a phone pin to a phone to TV to wash machine to anything and everything
Hmm.
except the restricted items. You can sell anything and everything in the quantity. But sometimes even you can sell from one country to another country without even touching the UAE market, outside to outside. Now, bank will not have supporting documents and you will not have supporting documents to provide to the bank to prove that your transaction is legitimate.
Hmm.
For example, if you are planning to do a business for textile, so
Hmm.
you will mention that you want to do only textile.
Hmm.
If and when you're planning to expand your business, then add you can add like other activities depending upon free zone or mainland, depending upon area to area, you can add the activities
Yeah.
however you can.
Yeah.
But then based on that, bank will have confidence that okay, when you are going to deal with a particular company,
Yeah.
it is related to textile.
Okay.
You will not have electronic company as your vendor.
Hmm.
Your customer can be electric
Yeah.
company where they need a textile, some clothing
Yeah.
or anything, but your vendor will be the remain same.
How is it the bank's risk if, let's say, if I start a company and I want to open an account, right?
Correct.
I will put my money in that account
Correct.
and I will have my receivables, my if my payments are coming in, my payments are going out,
Correct.
and bank is there. What risk does the bank take that they want to reject the account
Now,
opening?
from the first thing what you mentioned, you will put your money.
Hmm.
If you have a proof or if your documentation that from where your money is coming in, your own money as an
Hmm.
investment to operate a company,
Hmm.
then there is no challenge. You can provide a supporting documents. If you've sold any property
Hmm.
from UAE or from India and
Hmm.
you brought the money over here, you will have a supporting documents.
Yeah.
But if you just carry 100,000 dirhams in a bag and you're trying to put in a bank account, of course they will ask you the question that
Yeah.
from where this money came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to provide a proof of your cash.
Hmm.
Maybe you have a grocery store and you are collecting the cash payment from the client. Yeah, fine. It is doable.
Hmm.
It is possible. You will require it. Or probably you have a cafeteria and you are collecting cash payment.
Hmm.
So then you have a source of your income. But if you do not have any kind of source of income, that's a
Hmm.
challenging part.
Hmm.
Second thing, when you mention that you have a receivables and payables,
Hmm.
receivables, whenever you are selling something,
Hmm.
you have supporting documents. You have
Hmm.
a bill, you have a delivery note, you have a transportation note, everything will be there, supporting documents.
Yeah.
So if the bank will ask you the question,
Yeah.
you can provide the document. But if you will just make one invoice and one trying to provide to the bank will not going to accept it because if they have a doubt, that means they need to have that satisfactory answer
Hmm.
to resolve that doubt. And until and unless you cannot provide those documents, they will not accept it. And it's very standard process for bank to monitor your new company bank account for 6 months.
Okay.
For example, if you want to make any kind of transfer, let's say you and me, we will make the one transfer to one individual. You are also using the same bank, I'm also using the same bank, and we are transferring to one individual at the same time, same amount.
Hmm.
If you will put in the reference, there's a reference column. If you will put anyone's name, and I'm using an estimate number or invoice number in the reference,
Hmm.
you will get a question and I will not get a question
Hmm.
because that can trigger some kind of mechanism or system in the banking. If
Hmm.
that name is restricted, prohibited, they will come back and ask you why you are transferring, who is this person, why you are transferring it to.
Hmm.
But if I'll transfer it for their reference, there is the estimate number is there, so they can check in their records and they can accept the payment.
Got it. So as long as all the transactions are clean and you have the documentation to
Yeah.
prove, support everything, there is no problem. There is
Nothing such as.
okay.
Nothing
Okay.
such as.
I think then the people say usually that it's very difficult to open
Yeah.
a company account, a bank account for business. Is that because of lack of knowledge then?
It
Or-
is actually. It
Okay.
is. Usually, when you see that, okay, you can visit a bank and you can open a bank account. Yeah, it is true. But in UAE, people usually don't know this, but in UAE, we have a business bank account, business banking system, or the business banking branch are separate than the usual.
Personal banking. Yeah.
So when you want to open a bank account, you cannot just randomly walk into any bank and ask them to help you. They will help you. They will provide you the list of the documentation which is required. They'll provide you email ID.
Mm.
But then the process will take time. If you go to the right place where there's a business banking option is available, you will get the right guidance. You will get the right solution.
Mhm. So I think that's where the gap is, right? People don't like go to the right place and
Yeah.
then they find it difficult.
We have a lot of clients who are facing high taxation challenges,
Okay.
and they want a genuine legal route where they can actually operate their business in tax-friendly environment. When you make an inquiry, you'll get a call. They will ask you, "Oh, what do you want to do?" "Oh, I want to sell something." And you will get an email with a quotation. You will get a WhatsApp message with the quotation. They will follow up with you. Most of the cases, they don't even try to understand your business. An investor visa can give you more benefit than an employment visa.
Okay.
So it's not just something that you will have an advantage or disadvantage over here, but it is also helping you in your home country. If you're not staying over here, if you're staying in your home country for quite a long time, there are different benefits.